Crafty friends, we're going to be creating this easy card featuring the Peace on Earth sentiment, which never gets old. It's part of the Christmas labels stamp set by Stampin' Up. Hello, my name's Kimberly Smith. I'm the Papered Chef, and this is the November 2024 Card Club. My card club is called Card on Blue. Each month we make something blue. This month, your card bases were not blue, but I did send you an extra Christmas Wishes. I think it was called Christmas Wishes, blue card that you can make. And we will use a little bit of blue ink, the Night of Navy, for the Peace on Earth sentiment. All right, so let's get started. What I'm doing right now is heating up my little Cricut Mini heat press. And the reason I'm doing that is because whenever you have ribbon that's curled up on, I call this a bobbin, a little bobbin thing, it's good to flatten it out. And you could do that if it's like summertime, it's really easy. You just kind of like open it up and it's humid and it's really easy to flatten it out. But when it's wintertime, I just usually iron it a little bit. And I'm going to just do that on my glass mat. I'm not going to do it for very long. Okay, you hear that? That's just the noise saying that it heated up. So it's just going to do that, okay? So iron your ribbon. And that's because that's the way I give you the samples. They're curled up on the bobbin. Okay, I'm going to show you the kind of before and after just so you can kind of see that. See how nice and easy that is to do? And then see, this is the before with all the little creases. Now, my mom does these for me. She puts these on the rolls for you. And you always have more than you need. So the only card we're using the ribbon on, well, let me make sure before I say that. We didn't use it on last night's card. Yes, we're using the red for something else. But the only one we're using the garden green on is this Peace on Earth card. So you'll have more than enough to make your cards. So I'm going to go ahead and finish ironing this. So then I can turn off and unplug my little mini heat press. Alrighty, so that's good. And I just have it on the same heat setting I use for ironing on the vinyl, the heat transfer vinyl. You may have seen that tutorial the other night. Don't do the ribbon too long because there's a little bit of, I think there's a little polyester mix in here. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, I'm going to unplug it. Little polyester mix, and you don't want these melting. See, unplug your, safety first, guys, safety first. Especially when I have a whole she said full of paper. Okay, so now we got that done. So I'm gonna should have ironed this one too, so I'm gonna need that for another card, but maybe I'll show that tip again. So what we need first is our Take a Bow Designer Series paper. And we're going to be cutting up the pieces we need. And I'll write down all the measurements for you after this. So Take a Bow had many sheets of the same kind. So let's see if I have enough, and if not, I open up a second package. So we're gonna be using this little piece with the stars on it. Okay. See how these nice patterns is really beautiful. Okay, polka dot. So we need a piece with the stars on it, with the polka dots on the other side. So it looks like I have to break up into another package, which is fine. I have another package right here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that paper. It's like right here. So you get 24 sheets in a pack, but you get, in this kind of package, you get 3 of the same kind of sheet. So we're going to use this piece here with the stars on it. And then on the other side is the polka dot. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that piece out as well. And this piece here. So we need a piece like that. And then a piece with the polka dots. But I don't know if that's going to be wide enough. Yes, it's just wide enough, 3 inches. Okay, perfect. Perfect. We have what we need. You got what I need. I couldn't help it. Got to sing a song. Hey, it's late. So I have my relatives here. My brother and his 3 children are here, and they went to bed. I had to step in. We did a lot of, we did some crafting. Tomorrow they want to do a YouTube, so we'll probably have them showing some kids' crafts either tomorrow or the next day on YouTube. We did some salt painting, which was fun. And we're working on a Stampin' Up! Kids craft kit. So who knows what we're going to end up doing our YouTube about. But every time they visit me, they get to go on YouTube, which is exciting for my nieces and nephews. Okay, so they love to all craft. Okay, so we have 4 inches by 5 1/4. So that's the first layer. And this will be on the measurements for you. Okay, now we'll get the next piece. Take all my little scraps and put them in. I think the next piece is going to be, it's already 3 inches wide. So it's 3 by 4 1/4. So we're kind of layering these up like so. Okay, so you get to see a nice outline of these like little sparkling stars. And then we're going to go a 1/2 inch smaller than that. We're going to do, so we said that one was 3. So this one's going to be 2.5 wide. 2.5 wide. And I will repeat that in a moment. So I always repeat myself in card making tutorials. And if it's 2.5 wide, then I need this to be 3 3/4. Okay, so we're layering up, and this has like a little 1/2 inch margin. I just love this paper. It's good, nice traditional Christmas colors. Then we're going to use a piece of our gold paper that looks like this, and I already have a piece. Should have a piece that's already cut. Not cut, but a piece that's already smaller. Because I use the silver for their cards. We'll just use this, so it's okay. We're going to take this piece, and we're going to make it, we're going to cut this 1 inch wide. All right, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim the excess off. Well, actually, I'll glue them together and trim the excess off. So what I'm going to do is, like, it's going to look like this when it's all done. So this will be layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Let's see if I put that under there. I put it under there like this. So this will be layer 3. I kind of mess it up sometimes when I do that. So just, when I count the layers, I go from the bottom up. So this will be layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 being the gold, and then layer 4, which is going to be the real red piece on top. So you have like real red, garden green going on with some granny apple green, etc., etc. All right, so let's go ahead and do our, I'm going to write that down on my paper here before I forget things. And I already have a pen sitting here. I have not cleaned up from last night. I just have not barely had a chance. We came in here, I asked my niece to help me wrap some Christmas presents, and then we ended up just throwing everything into bags. We ended up just throwing a piece of tissue paper on top of the bag so everyone can get their presents. She's like, let's not even, they're just going to rip it open anyway. I'm like, okay. But she helped me gather everything. So that's the only time I was in here. I didn't get to craft until just now. So I haven't really cleaned up from last night. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to write. Okay, what did I write before? Can't remember. I wrote, November 2024. Card on blue, November 2024. Okay, and then, so this is going to be the real red. It's going to be the card base. And this time it's going to be like this. It's going to be long. It's going to be a tall card. So it's 11 inches times 4 1/4, like that. And you're going to score it at 5 1/2. All right, so I'm going to pull one out of my bag. You get these in part of your card club. You'll get all the die cut pieces you need. I'm just going to make one of these for now. That's all I'm making in this tutorial. But I will definitely stamp. We're going to go ahead and stamp the 2 pieces. So I have those made. I still have an extra Be Merry from yesterday, so I have this already going. So thank you for liking the video. Thank you for reminding everybody, Lynn, to like the video as you're watching this live. Okay, so anyway, the next layer. So we're just going to do what I just did here. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. Okay, so our paper is called Take a Bow. Take a bow, take a bow, DSP. So we're going to just kind of go like that, and we're going to draw it out. The next layer, we're going to draw it out. The next layer, oops. Then it's going to be like this. Okay, and then the next layer. So this one's going to be the gold layer. Right? Layer 1. Okay, my fingers hurt today, so I'm just going to do layer 2, layer 3, L3, L4. All right, so that's what we're going to, this one's going to be 5 1/4 times 4. That's kind of typical. That's how you like to do my edges, like so. I like to do my 1/4 inch around the edge of the card. 4 1/4. All right, so just for the sake of, I do have a translation here. I have captioning done automatically on my videos through AI. So we're going to say, I'm just going to repeat everything one more time. I'm going to say the card base is 11 inches by 4 1/4 inch, and you're going to score at 5 1/2. The card base is real red. Layer 1 is Take a Bow Designer Series paper. The measurements for layer 1 are 5 1/4 times 4 inches. The measurements for layer 2 are 4 1/4 times 3 inches. The measurements for layer 3 are 4 inches times 1 inch, and that is your brushed silver and gold specialty paper. I think that's what it's called, but you'll have it all labeled in your card club kit. And layer 4 is going to be 3 3/4 inches times 2 1/2 inches. Okay, so layer 4 is 3 3/4 inches times 2 1/2 inches. So repeated everything twice. That should be all you need. We're going to go ahead and put the ink on there now. That's going to be easy peasy. We're going to say the ink is going to be Granny Apple Green because we're going to ink around the edges. And we're going to stamp it in Night of Navy, a nice neutral color. I like it better than using black. That is your card, and we're going to glue these layers together, trim them up, and attach them to the card. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there like so. And what you want to do is open up your Granny Apple Green ink. Get a little... I'm just getting a little stamping block like so, and just putting a little ink on my stamping block. And I'm going to tap into my pad there, my ink pad, and get a little bit off on the glass mat. And then I'm just going to go onto the sides and ink them up a little. Okay. Kind of making them even. Tap, tap, tap. Blob, blob, blob. Get the blob off. And circular motions. Getting the side in there. Okay, this one actually looks, I think that looks better than my original. My original didn't have too much ink on it. But I kind of like it better with a little bit of ink. As long as it's even. Okay, put that over there. Do that again. Tap, tap, tap. And one of the things I love about this bundle, okay, that one got ink on the bottom. So what you're going to do, when you get ink on the bottom, you're just going to make it look like you did it on purpose, and you're going to go ahead and ink up the entire edge around the whole thing. Okay, so when that happens, ink up the whole thing. Make it look like it was purposeful, and because it doesn't matter, right? And I'm going to go ahead and do the other edge. And we may end up liking that one better anyway. It's all good. All right. So that is done. Put that over there. Night of Navy. Open up the Night of Navy. Whoop. Oh my. Some of these are hard to open. As you can see, like, I had to take like a long bath and soak up all that. If you watched my tutorial yesterday, you saw how much ink I had all over me. Oh my goodness. Lots of ink, lots of ink. I don't want that one on me, so we'll put that over there. Just need it. By the way, it will wash off. It's no big deal, you know. It all washes off. It's only ink. Some ink takes longer to wash off than others. So anyway, Christmas labels, there's a bundle. When you purchase the bundle with the stamp set, you save 10%. So this piece on our stamp is all you need for the card club. You just need the stamp set. But we do, and I did send you the dies, but the dies go with this, and they're really nice dies. I'll show you the other cards we're making. Oh my goodness, come on now. Here we go. Peace on earth, goodwill toward man. All right, here we go. Put the peace on earth stamp, like so. Base it up. Why did I just close the ink again? Okay, I don't know why I closed it. We know we need it. Whoop. We need it. So we're going to just go and stamp onto here. Or onto like a sticky note or a piece of paper. Always stamp on something before you stamp onto your die cut shape. Just to make sure you ink up your stamp real good. And that there's no bald patches. That came out nice. I'm kind of liking it all inked around the edges. Okay, I always like to have extra die cuts, and I always like to have extra little stamped images because you can put them on all your little treats. Like say I'm making these little, these little treats, right? Like these little, double fold. I call them double fold treat pouches. and I need sentiments and things like just to put on them. So it's just good to have a whole bunch of extra little sentiments. It was so cute. My niece said, "You taught us how to make these last year, Aunt Kim." She remembered being taught how to make those and like the diaper folds, and she wants to make some more again. And she saw them on my table and was like, "You taught me how to make these." I was like, "Wow, these kids don't forget anything." So when you spend time with kids and you craft and everything, it's very memorable and very meaningful. So I hope you're crafting with your nieces, nephews, grandkids and stuff, because it's really, you're creating very memorable experiences. And I craft so much that like it's even like she's just remembers what I taught her. And it's like I teach her something like every time she comes, but she remembered exactly what I taught her. It's pretty cool. All right, so I'm just putting a little bit of glue on there. Actually, it doesn't really matter which way this is, right up top or bottom. Oops, I should have probably kept that. I should have done. Hold on, before I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this piece the size I need it. Okay, kind of at an angle, but we shall fix it if I need to. I shouldn't put the glue on the back of that one just yet. It's all good, though. As we always say, it's only paper. Now I have so many cards I haven't even photographed yet that I'll be showing you some of them. It's like I need to photograph them and get them into my, get the white parts in the middle of them so I can start using them. I did start sending out care packages, but I have a lot more to send out. A lot more cards to send out. All right, so that's the first layer, and then we're going to do, that will be our second layer, this one with, I love this paper with the traditional colors. This paper is actually part of a bundle too. If you buy the dies with the paper, the dies for making bows, you actually save 10%. It's the only time we've ever, well, that I know of, at least in this, since I started with Stampin' Up, I've never seen Designer Series paper bundled with dies before as a way to get 10% off, so that's pretty cool. I bought the paper by itself too. You can also buy the paper by itself. You don't have to buy the dies with it. But this, it's like a standalone die that makes bows. Now I've already lost the piece. Here it goes. It's over here. Put that piece there. Okay, I thought I cut it pretty straight, but hey, you know. I'm just gonna, I thought it was straight, but it's just a little bit. What do I have that's 4 inches? I'm just gonna see if my trimmer, if it's actually 4 inches. It just seems like it's a little bit wacky. That's a smidgen, just so you know what a smidgen is. It was cut at a little bit of an angle. See, I cut off a smidgen, so hopefully it still fits. Yep, it still fits. In fact, it's straighter this time. A smidgen is like a 1/16 of an inch. So that goes on there. And then this will be layer 4. And don't worry, you're going to get to see the measurements underneath there. I'm going to put once we make the cards and put the ribbon on the card, and you know, we put this back there so you can see it. You'll get to take a picture of the measurements, and then also my team member, one of my papered chefs. That's what my team's called, the papered chefs with an S. You can be a papered chef too, join my team. We have a lot of fun. Anyway, she's going to write the measurements for you. She will write it inside the comments of the video. Oh no, I put the wrong paper there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and add another layer for fun. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. You know, it's like you can't get the genie out of the bottle. We're going to modify this card. We'll see which card you like better anyway. All right. This is going to be an extra little bonus for you to see what I do. So we're going to go 2 inches wide because that was 2.5. And then this one will be 3 1/4. So I'm just going another 1/2 inch down because I glued that on there. So I may as well. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Because I glued the paper on upside down. This is how you fix it. The reason I want the red there is because there's a lot. Otherwise, it's like a bit too much green for me. All right, so we'll do this. We'll use this one to make the card really different from the first one. We'll use that sentiment, right? Not the one that was like partially inked. That way we'll make the card really different. All right, so we're going to put that there. Well, actually goes up a little bit like so. And we have the ribbon behind it. All right, let's do the ribbon part. And I think I got glue on the back. Nope, it's good. Ribbon that I just ironed. Where'd you go? Okay, I know I haven't gone very far. Okay, here's my red. Where's my green? Okay, the green fell on my floor. All right, so we're going to take the green and we're just going to kind of do this little bit to it. We're going to turn it around like so. And we're going to sort of lay it out so we have this part going like backwards like so. Okay. And then we're going to lay it like that. It just helps when you attach it down, if you can flatten it a bit. So I kind of do that to my ribbons, okay? Or did I do it the opposite way to say? I might have went like that, let's see. Yeah, something like that. I did this one like that, okay? So let me go ahead and chop off. We'll get the angle right in a moment, okay? We're just going to get this part right. I mean the measurement part. All right. So, like so. All right, now I need a little, now I'm going to use the Seal Plus adhesive. So we're going to lay a little piece down like so. And we're going to make the bow, hold it down, and kind of flatten it to right where I have the ribbon. Okay? And I can even stretch it out a bit. All right, so good so far. This isn't the same way I would put like a ribbon on a 3D package, but I'm trying to keep it so I can get this into the envelope, right? So there's that. Now we're going to put this there. A little bit of adhesive down there. Like so. See how I'm keeping the ribbon flat? Keeping it flat. So you paper craft with ribbon a little bit different than you put it on your 3D projects. Unless you want all this like extra postage and bulkiness and craziness on your cards. If you want things to lay flat, you have to come up with tricks. Because otherwise, you just... And here's another trick when you're cutting. I'm just going to get a little scrap here. Sometimes if you're only cutting one layer of ribbon, it's best to cut through a little piece of scrap. Because it's really hard to cut that. It's still hard to cut that. Let me see. It's really just better to cut 2 pieces of ribbon at once. I mean, it just is. So we're going to just put another piece of ribbon there and try and see if that'll help. I should have cut the angles way before I did this card. Yeah, I wasn't pulling it taut enough. But good enough for this project. Let me just kind of like flip it around and just see if I can cut these 2 pieces together. Okay. So if you don't want ribbon to fray, there is some little stuff you can get to keep it from fraying. Like it's a fabric. It's to keep any kind of fabric from fraying. I think it's like what's called a frayed knot or something. I don't know. Or fray away. I forget. But I have I've used it many times. Okay, I've used this little stuff that it's like putting glue at the end of your fabric to keep it from fraying. All right, so anyway, now I'm going to put my little sentiment over the top of that. That shouldn't have taken as long as it did. It's actually much easier, and it took me way less time the first time I did it. I'm going to go and put that one right in the middle this time before I had it on the top. Before I had it like halfway up the top, which actually I like where it's positioned there better, but the thing is I didn't put the ribbon up as high this time because I had that extra layer, so this time I'm putting it right there with a couple dimensionals. And I'm curious to see which card you like better, with A or B. So A or B. And then I'm going to throw a few little peppermint dots on it and show you some other projects. And that's as easy as it gets, right? Pretty easy peasy. Let's see. Who is even done with their Christmas cards already? You might not. You might just be able to use this for another design. Sticking out the bottom. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put a few of these peppermints. Let's put one down there. And then the medium peppermint over here in the gold. And a small peppermint up here. So a few little peppermints. So Bonnie Blake is saying she's almost done. All she has to do is write on them. Bonnie, I sent you a package. I hope you get it soon. Lynn, thank you for getting people to like the video. Bonnie, thank you for being a channel supporter. Okay, Kathy likes A better. Diane likes B better. Elena likes B better. Fray check. Yep. Fray check. That's what it's called. Thank you. Fray check. Where are my ribbon scissors? They're in the house because the kiddos, we were doing stuff in the house. My big bumblebee ribbon scissors. Well, actually, I have Fiskars ribbon scissors too. They're all in the house. I had to carry a bunch of stuff inside. We actually put salt all over my mom's table, like where she does her baking. Now there's like salt all over the kitchen. I had to like go all over the kitchen with like wet paper towels to clean up all the salt from our crafting. You'll get to see those tomorrow, hopefully, if they're not too destructive. If there's not stuff everywhere, I might bring them into the sea shed. Anyway, hello, Phil and Elena. And she loves cherry cobbler and old olive Christmas colors. Well, this one's actually real red, granny apple green, and garden green. There might be some old olive, but I think it's not. I think it's granny apple green and garden green. Yeah. Hello, Anna from Victoria, Australia. Yeah. Okay, I should have gone like the other direction because now I'm like missing out on what the conversations were about. Oh. I'm actually like working backwards and saying hello. So then I missed the whole part of the conversation. So that's going to be a skill I'll have to acquire. Try to figure out backwards conversations. Hello, Janet. Happy Sunday. And Anne from Nashua, New Hampshire. Look, we got a couple here from New Hampshire. Hello, Outback Stamping. Leslie, Outback Stamping. Yeah. So Diana, please use my Amazon store links. So inside, oops, there goes my little baby trash can. Inside my Amazon store, I have an Amazon store. It's called the Paper Chef's Amazon store. It's right in the description of this video. Please, guys, use that while you're shopping for holiday items at Amazon this holiday season, because I get a little tiny commission when you buy the mini heat press from me. And you're not buying it from me. I'm not actually selling it. I'm just affiliate, so I'm sending you there. So if you go there and you like search for it yourself, I get like no like little tiny commission. And I'm talking like a few cents here. So like, sometimes people donate to my videos. It's very, very small amounts. But if you do it, it does help support this channel. And every little bit helps. 30 cents here, $1 there. You know what I'm saying? So even though you're not buying it from me, I get a commission for sending you through my Amazon store. Even if you buy something else through my Amazon store, I still get a commission for sending you there. So please use my Amazon store. You're not going to find it like cheaper than the link I gave you, because I always give you the cheapest link. Hello, Christina Fullen. Thank you for being a channel supporter. Hello, Lisa Tabor. All right, so let me show you guys what we made yesterday. And it looks like the B got the most votes, by the way, because there's more. I think you guys like B better. Oh, nope, A. Lynn, of course Amazon carries the press. Where do you think I got it from? Amazon carries everything. Amazon carries the press. So please don't recommend. I mean, you can recommend other places, but I'm saying I don't get a commission from other places. So I always try to recommend Amazon because there are people selling it through there, not just like, you know. Okay, so A, Robbie. Okay, it looks like, you know what? You know what, though? I don't know. I think A might have got more votes. You guys liked the first one better. I actually like the first one better as far as the placement goes and like the way the ribbon looks better on the first one. So it's kind of a toss-up. I'll have to look at the votes. But anyway, this is Be Merry. You guys liked this one better when we voted on this one yesterday. I centered this in the bottom. And then here are the two cards we're making next. You guys let me know which one you want me to make next. Would you like, oops, that's not it. Wrong one. Would you like me to make Love and Joy next, where we use this little embossed piece where we sand it off, get some texture there? Or would you like me to do the holidays one? And this is both using the season of green and gold. So these are this month's Card on Blue Card Club cards. And last month's cards, I'm going to show you. We had, so this month we're doing like Christmas labels, right? Last month we did, let me try to get it. Snowy. Snowman. Oh my goodness. I already forgot. Little happy snowman. Snowman. Anyway, it was something with the snowman. You guys probably remember the name of it better than me. But these are what we made using some paper from our mini holiday catalog. Or actually, this is from our annual catalog. And our Winter Wonderland, or no, Winter Meadow. Winter Meadow Designer Series paper. This is just another take on like how to do snowmen. Super, super fun. These I need to film. I need to take a picture of because they're super fun. This is another one I made with the Greetings of the Season. That was a shaker card. I've already used one of my shaker cards. Still have one left. Okay, let me show you the rest of the snowman cards. So this was last month. We did a lot of coloring last month in the Card on Blue Card Club. Super, super fun. So this month, we're not doing hardly as much coloring. We're just kind of inking up the edges. And next month is even simpler than that. So next month's card is going to be super simple because we're using this one here, Simply Said. And we're not doing any more Christmas in December. We're going to just be making a lot of all occasion cards. We have some fantastic paper with that kit and some fantastic ephemera. So definitely you want to get that kit. If you haven't signed up for it, you have until the 10th of the month to sign up for that. All right, so a couple other things I wanted to show you are we're featuring, so this is next month's Card on Blue Card Club. This month and last month, we're featuring Snowy Wonder on my channel as well. We're doing lots of projects with Snowy Wonder and the Snowy Season Designer Series paper. Super cute. We've already made little treats and we've made these fun little embossed cards. And you had, you know, a lot of these shapes sent to you. Another thing I just showed is the unboxing on my channel. I showed this really cool watercolor kit. So you can color these pages really simply. Watercolor paper. And this is one I did with the fall paper. So here's a card I just made yesterday. Could have been the day before. I think it was yesterday. Yes. So Lynn's saying she didn't know that. If folks go through my Amazon store, I get credit for anything you buy within 24 hours. So say you go there to buy like this mini press. And then while you're there, you're like, my granddaughter wants a princess toy. Like a princess toy for Christmas. Then I get credit for that too, as long as you got it where you started out at my store. Anyway, so thank you for reminding people of that. Yeah, isn't this watercolor pad like fantastic? Hi, Deb. Happy holidays. Or no, you're saying holidays. You're voting on holidays. Okay, looks like holidays won because Debbie, Kathy, Elena vote on the holiday card. Okay, measurements. Thank you. I forgot to do the measurements. I promised I would show you the measurements again. All right, let's do that. And I'll go back to showing you other projects because I forgot to show you the measurements. I know you guys keep me straight. You always keep me straight. All right, so take a screenshot. Here are your measurements. Hopefully you can see all that. So the ink, the card measurements, go ahead. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to keep on saying hello while you guys take your screenshot. So Love and Joy was voted on by Phil, but then Elena, Kathy, and Deb, and the rest of you. Oh, Bonnie, Love and Joy. But it looks like holidays won out. Yeah, so the watercolor pad is pretty cool. Like, I really think it has good absorption. All right, so also on my channel, I've done these little stockings, and I've already given my, let's see, I gave away 3 stockings. I gave Heidi her stockings, and I gave my friend Cam her stockings, but I still have a little bit to show you, and I still have more to make. Here we go. So these are my personalized stockings with heat transfer vinyl. You can use your scan and cut to make personalized labels for your stockings. All right, I have some more stuff that I pulled out too. That is ephemera. We have these ephemera packs, and you can make simple Christmas cards using ephemera. But of course, you're going to still use some other techniques like embossing and inking up and stamping. But I mean, look at how great these Christmas labels are. These are all Christmas labels, guys. It's just that they all happen to also have ephemera on them. And so that's what I made during my bingo. So that's just all that same stamp set. And then I have little, what do you call it? Little cards we made. And these were like the merriest trees like a couple months ago, but I just still haven't photographed them yet. So I really need to like get these out into the world to enjoy. But like, if you're missing these card club tutorials, like be sure to check them out, because we go over how to make all of this on my channel. And I sometimes, okay, that was Thoughtful Journey paper. And sometimes I just, change up the designs, use some other paper. This is like Iconic Celebrations. I mean, completely different than what you'll see like anywhere else, because I make things up as I go along. So I just get these stamp sets and just see what I can do with them. You vote on the stamp set. I challenge myself to design with it, and it's a lot of fun. So, also on this channel, I've been like playing around with this greetings of the season a lot. And we created things using some card sketches and some other techniques. So anytime you want to see, we made these on my channel. This is called an accordion fold card. We made these with simple brushed gold cards. Okay, so I have a lot of cards ready to go. And we're going to still be featuring a couple more styles on my channel, like so. All right, so stay tuned. If you're not already part of my newsletter, just go down to the little doobly-doo down there, the little ... and just go sign up. Go paperchef.stampinup.net, and then you're going to find a little place where it says subscribe to my newsletter, and you're going to get coupons to my latest course, the Brother Scan and Cut Holiday Projects, and all my other card making workshops and courses. So they're going to be coming out before Black Friday, and the coupons will be good until or right after Black Friday. All right, well, thank you all for watching. Yes, Karen, nice to see you again. Karen Buttery, Elena Schneider. Yep, don't worry, you're not late. Just go back and watch the beginning. What we made today, just to review, is this Peace on Earth card. But then I showed you a lot of other projects as well. You can just take this design, go for it, add the extra little layer like I did if you would like to, and, have fun. Mass produce. Your card club kit comes with enough kit supplies to make 8 cards, but you can also take those dies and use the extra dies and make some extra, because you have plenty of designer series paper to do that with. All right, have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. Love you all. Happy holiday season, and keep on crafting. Bye for now. This is the Papered Chef.